just cut across me. He just fully turned into me. What the?
A Williams driver, P2 at Spa, ahead of Hamilton, ahead of Verstappen, leading a Grand Prix in a borrowed Mercedes, Domination. Then his own team puts the wrong tires on his car, slaps Bottas on the helmet after a 330 kilometers per hour crash.
What the?
Bottas flips him the bird, mistakes his own sweat for Imola 2021. Russell in his trash Williams tries to overtake Bottas.
What the?
A full works Mercedes in wet conditions clips the grass.
Yes, because he gets onto the grass.
Both cars in the wall at 330 kilometers per hour. Any normal driver checks they're okay and walks back to the pits. George Russell walks directly to Bottas's car.
Well, he believes that it was Valtteri's fault.
Slaps him on the helmet. Bottas responds with a middle finger. Now here's the best part. Asked about it after, Russell goes, "Slap is a very strong word. It was more like throwing your arms in the air. I doubt he even felt it. Sir, there is HD video evidence from multiple angles. Throwing your arms in the air."
Honestly.
The man reframed assault as interpretive dance and almost got away with it. Hamilton gets COVID. Mercedes calls Russell, still a Williams driver, and says,
"The big story, George Russell changing out of the Williams into the Mercedes.
Come drive the championship car this weekend. A car he'd never sat in before.
It's lights out and away we go. Russell does get away well, as does...
From a standing start, race day.
George Russell takes the lead.
He passes Bottas, who'd been in that car for 4 years, and pulls away.
It's George Russell then leading the way from...
He is leading a Formula 1 Grand Prix in a car that doesn't even belong to him. Then the pit stop happens.
Very,
they're not happy with the
adept.
left front. They're not happy with
Mercedes puts Bottas's tires on his car by mistake.
Fire now as well. They had the wrong compound of tyre on.
Race gone. 9th place. The radio.
Guys, I don't know what to say. I was taken away from us twice.
Engineer.
Okay, George, really sorry about that, mate.
Honestly. It's been a pleasure and I've loved it. And
SPA 2021.
Hang on a minute. George Russell half a second quicker than Lewis Hamilton through the first sector.
The Impossible Lap Williams. One of the slowest cars on the grid. Spa, wet qualifying. George Russell puts it P2.
It's provisional pole for the Williams at George Russell.
Behind only Verstappen, ahead of Hamilton, ahead of Ferrari, ahead of everyone. George on radio.
come on! Yes! Yes! That was amazing, guys. Amazing.
Race gets cancelled after 2 laps due to rain, so he technically finished second in a Williams at Spa in 2021. Let that sentence exist for a second.
No! No!
The thing George Russell is truly famous for online. The man has a gift, a completely unmatched gift.
He just cut across me. He just fully turned into me. What the?
For explaining with total conviction why nothing is ever his fault.
Pulling clear of Charles Leclerc. On the inside goes George Russell and Sergio Perez, and they touch.
He just turned
Nothing
into
I
me.
could do. He just turned into me. Did my best. He just fully turned into me.
Yeah, you saw it clear now with George. I gave him enough room.
Then Singapore 2022, he's stuck behind Mick Schumacher for 3 laps.
Schumacher's defending like it's a race of his life.
Crikey. They then collided. Both got punctures. No points for either. Spain 2023. Mid-race, Russell gets on the radio.
Is anyone else reporting rain? I think it's sweat from the inside of my helmet.
The engineer responds.
That's reporting the rain. I suspect it might be the sweat.
Turns out his hair wasn't fully tucked into his balaclava, and sweat was dripping onto his visor under braking. He reported it to the entire grid, live, on broadcast. He still finished 3rd that day. Podium, wet hair and all. But here's the thing nobody talks about enough. George Russell is genuinely, effortlessly, accidentally hilarious. And he knows it. The T-pose intro, arms out, head slowly rising, staring down the camera like he's accepting an Oscar, became a global meme within 48 hours. People edited him into everything. Turns out it wasn't even planned. It happened during a pause between media shots when he rested his hands on the LED boards and dropped his head while the crew reset. Then Qatar 2023, Lando gets his lap deleted. George materializes from nowhere into P2. The face he makes, completely blank, totally calm.
I think he was scooping some air. Look at that, he's just getting some air through his gloves. Little tap, tap, tap. Let's get on with it.
Mexico parade lap. Drops his phone, looks up, realizes there are 45 cameras pointed directly at him. Does the slowest, most deliberate turn away you've ever seen. A man who accepted his fate and chose dignity. But underneath all of this, the memes, the blame radio, the Bottas slaps, there's a driver who, when everything clicks, is completely untouchable. Brazil 2022, wet chaos, cars spinning. Russell threads the needle, goes to the front, and controls it like he'd been doing it his whole career. First win, Las Vegas 2024.
George Russell holds the lead.
Led 49 of 50 laps, pole to flag.
Punches the air as George Russell.
Total domination under the lights. Spa 2024 dominated the race. Crossed the line first. Got disqualified because the car was underweight. A team error. Nothing he could do. Showed up the next weekend anyway. Canada 2025. Fourth win. Pole. Clinical. Controlled. Crashes. Wrong tires. Disqualifications. Teammate collisions. He walks through all of it and comes back every single time. No world championship yet. The Bottas slapper. The PowerPoint guy. The sweat rain man, the Spa miracle, the Brazil winner. George Russell is all of that at the same time, and that's exactly what makes him unmissable. Drop your favorite George moment below, smash subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.